Welcome everyone. This is your host Shubham Tiwari and you're watching Education Plus, a show brought to you by Wonder Published Magazine, where we try to bring in the institutional perspective to the discourse around education and more importantly, education technology. Our today's guest is the founder director at the Crayon School Noida and is one of the biggest pioneers in the field of early education. Welcome, Ms. Moshmi Sinha.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
So, talking about the Crayon School, it's one of the truly unique preschool groups, which was recently adjudged as the best preschool education chain in India. So, congratulations to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, ma'am, I'd like to start, from I'd like to bank upon your experience that you have like 15 years of experience in this early education field. So,
Yes.
can you, please tell us why did you choose this particular field? And so we'll take more questions. Yeah.
See, from very starting, I was very passionate about becoming a teacher.
Okay.
So I followed my dream and I joined as a pre-primary teacher in one of the renowned school in Delhi. And after expanding of already 8-9 years, then I thought we should do more uh, initiative. We can take some initiative to take it to a further level, because nowadays it's very important to take a pre-primary education to a next level.
Yeah.
We are still following that old education policies. We are still into that okay, whatever is going on, it's going on. Right now also, parents are not too much interested to send their child for the pre-education or
phase, yeah. Correct.
So it's very important that we should have that into us. We will tell parents ki no, it's very important. And now as new education policy has came up, government has also implying it ki, it will be definitely going to be compulsory for all the kids to attend a preschool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So, ma'am, you have vast experience. You have worked at various organizations. So, I mean, you have picked nuggets of wisdom all through your journey. But what can you tell us about this past let's say 1 year, almost 1 year, because of this pandemic? This experience is truly unique. So,
Yes.
yeah, what are your insights?
See, we should not be very complacent and should be ready for any kind of situation. As we have faced this, maybe we have to also face some of the problems in the future also. So we should be
Exactly.
every time we should be ready. Like we started this year on a very overhaul. We have our changes in our curriculum, learning methods, and teachers training are going on in my school to go into the digitalization of the preschools.
Yeah.
We are already giving the training, and all of a sudden this pandemic came upon. So
Right.
at that moment of time, it was very easy for us to take it online because our teachers are already ready. They have already got trained because we want to digitalize everything.
Right.
So this has went very smoothly for us. But maybe some of the schools have faced, some of the teachers have faced problem to go online because everybody is not too tech savvy to do the to take all the things suddenly, all the things online.
Yeah.
It took time for some schools, but I think now everybody is used to with these things, and every school is doing very good online.
Wonderful to know that, ma'am.
Right?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, ma'am, at the Crayons, you say that you believe in making education a very interesting way of life
Yes.
for the kids.
Yes.
So, can you elaborate upon that? And also, can you tell us about, which is very unique to Crayons? I would like to tell my viewers that the concept of intentional teaching.
Yes.
So, yeah.
See, intentional teaching, when we talk about intentional teaching, the word intention means the interest of the child, what he actually wants to do. Right. As I told you, we are still following the old education policies and everything, and
Right.
we are taking it in the same way. But now there is need to change all these things. We should at least focus on the child's line of interest, and there should be a child-centric curriculum. So in crayons, what we are doing, we are analyzing each child. We are seeing how and what they are interested into. And
Correct.
according to that, we are creating our online digital classes. we are creating each and every corner of a school on the interest of the child, not like that ki we want to show this our school like this, but
Correct.
we want to show how the child like the school to be.
Yeah.
In that way we are preparing right now for us.
Okay. So, ma'am, you earlier said that you were already on digitalization of school
Yes,
education,
yes,
which coincided with this pandemic. So, can
yes.
you tell us more? Because when we think of let's say primary school and other phases of schools, we know like what digitalization means, like online classes, assessments, and all. But with for preschool, what do we mean specifically by digitalization?
See, by digitalization, we can say if we can put our all the contents and the class recordings on the net, so it will be very easy for the parents to access the content which we are teaching in the school, right?
Correct.
Because for books, parents only should know that okay, this is the content which is present in the books, and we have to do that. But they will not know the pattern which the teachers are following in the classrooms. So when we make it digitalized, when we are giving the online access, and we are sharing our videos, contents and everything on our YouTube channels, on our
Correct.
Facebook pages, on our Google page, so that parents, once the parents will join us, everything is ready with him. Okay, how the teachers are teaching the class, in the same manner they can also follow the pattern at home for the
Correct.
kids.
Correct. And for preschool education, I mean, involvement of parents is very, very
Parents is
important.
very important. Yeah, very
So
important.
has it increased over this period?
Yeah, it's increased. It's increased because we take the counseling sessions for parents. Initially, parents
Okay.
were very dicey ki whether these small kids be
Right.
able to join or attend the online classes. Will they take the interest? Then
Correct.
we have their sessions with the parents, and we told them ki it's very important to have a schedule, proper scheduling for them, because otherwise they will lag behind. And in
True.
crayons, we don't want that our kids should lag behind. So we have, from the first day, we have that session with the parents, and we started very smoothly, and parents understood the need of the early education, and they started from the very first day.
Wonderful. So can I ask you what tools you've been using to conduct all these online activities?
See what we are tools online we are doing on Zoom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a 40-minute session every day. Two slots are there
Okay.
and from my sides. We are giving two slots. One is academic, and
Mm-hmm.
one is the activity class.
Okay.
See, because apart from academic, activity class is very important to keep the child motivated. कि okay, to
True.
I have to join the class anyhow. I have to enjoy the class.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it will be only academic, the child will become very monotonous for them.
Yeah.
They will not be ready to come for the class. But they know कि okay, for 1 hour, if we are learning something, in the second hour we are going to have some activity.
Yeah.
The tools, you can say, see, we have implemented talking pens with our books.
Talking pens.
So
Okay.
yeah, talking
Wow.
pens.
How does
So
it work,
we
ma'am?
have provided, sorry.
How does it work?
Yeah, it's work on the, we have books which are enabled with these talking pens. You have to
Okay.
just touch the talking pen on the words, and it will read the whole book.
Wonderful. Wow.
Word by word, it will read the whole book. So children are taking very interest ki, okay, this is something unique for
Very
them.
interesting. Yeah.
Even parents also don't need to spend that much time with the child to make them habit of reading.
Correct.
They're just giving them the pen, and they are child is very excited to use that pens and having their classes,
Talking pens.
right?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
in the month of April only, we have provided our books and talking pens to the parents.
Yeah.
Those who
Okay.
can collect from the school, we have given them from the school. Those who cannot, we have couriered them the books, so that at least child should have something to study.
True.
Then you can say we are now we are going to implement iPads
Okay.
in every classroom with the teachers that are
Wow.
internet enabled, so that they can have their Google access very easily.
Right.
And YouTube, if we want to show them some videos, we are ourselves creating our YouTube's videos
Right.
and everything, which can be easily accessible to the teachers also.
Yeah.
Then now we are in the process of collaborating with some of the schools of India and outside India, so that we have the exchange program during the classroom activities. See,
Okay.
when our classes are going on and their classes are going on, we want our children to involve in both the things. Their child can access our classes and our child can access their classes. So in this collaboration, we can learn more things from each other.
True.
So in
Exactly.
this way, we are taking it forward.
So it's a very easier way, I guess, of doing these collaborations because
It's
everything is
not too
online.
easy. You have to follow up with those schools,
Yeah,
and there are some process
absolutely.
which needs to be. There are some rules and regulation which needs to be followed. So yeah, but I think every school should think about this. In preschool also, some of the K-12 schools are following this kind of things.
Right.
Some of the K-2 schools who are into IB boards, they are following this kind of thing.
Okay.
But for preschool, I think this will be unique if we go for the collaborations.
Right, right. Wonderful, ma'am. So, do you think, ma'am, these changes, as you have just told, that the iPads are going to be there with 5G internet
Yes.
and all. So,
Yes.
do you think these changes are going to persist even after this pandemic ends? Because let's say in some states like Karnataka, schools are reopening with 1st January on. So, what do you think?
See, definitely this thing is going to be exist because see what happens in if I take it for North as we are in Delhi.
Yeah,
So what happens in the month of November, December, January, it's too cold, right? So
correct,
why we are doing this digitalization, why we are putting our online content is that in case if parents are unable to send the child to the school, because in Delhi the winter vacation extends when it's too foggy. So if everything is present on the internet, everything is present on YouTube or our own portal, so it will be easy for the parents to have that access,
correct,
right? So in this way, I think this will, and physical classes are very much needed. I know physical classes are very much needed because that bonding which teachers
yeah,
create when the child is present in the classroom is not possible online.
correct,
But
absolutely.
apart from that, we if we want to help them out, see nowadays everybody, like even tuitions classes are going online,
Yeah,
and our kids are using Lido learnings, Byju's, everything. They are putting their content online. They have already digitalized everything.
right,
So I think why not us?
exactly.
Yeah.
True. So, ma'am, do you think any other technological spaces that can be leveraged digitalization, which is yet to be done?
Yeah, we are working on a project. We are working on a project which is very. I think when it will come up, it will be in a very. You can say it will be very helpful to the kids and to the teachers. It's we are creating our content using the AI. You can say artificial intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah,
Yeah. So in that way, we are creating a project, and almost project is, I can say, almost project is ready. But we are now waiting for some investors who can invest in, because it's not a small project. We are taking it to the
correct,
very large scale. We want to approach to all the formal schools, all the preschools in India,
yeah.
and we want government intervention also in this. So we are working on that. So for this, for I think for knowing this, you have to wait for some more months, and we will definitely come up with some innovative ideas.
Oh, we wish you all the luck
Thank you.
for that. So, ma'am, taking your focus on children again. I mean, when summer vacations used to come, it was so
Yes.
used to it was so hard to retain all those lessons because
Mhm.
that gap was 45 days in
Yes.
our days has
Yes.
grown into like 8 or 9 months now. I mean,
Yes.
education is going on, but
Mm.
still. So, what new other ways you are engaging your kids with?
See, as I told you, we have introduced with the talking pens.
Yeah,
So, right, because before summer vacation, we tried to give them the books for the next session.
right,
So that is very handful for them. Okay, they have something to do. Then,
exactly,
as I told you, our videos, our recorded sessions are already available on the YouTube channels, our
right,
portal. So that will be very easy for the parents to maintain that thing.
yeah,
During pandemic, I can say what happened in the initial period, all of us were very lazy. waking up late in the morning, then no routine, nothing is going on. And parents are busy, they are very tangled between the household chores, then they have their office work,
Yeah.
work from home.
Yeah.
So parents are very much confused ki how to manage our kids. So in that time, can say these kind of things which are easily available, like talking pens, then you can say that digital contents helps the parents a lot.
Yeah.
So in during the holidays also, like for this winter holidays, we are starting from tomorrow for 1 week. So
Yeah.
we have already given our content to the parents. Okay, this is the thing which you are going to have for a 1 week program. And in case if parents want to contact us or the
Yeah.
teachers, we are available for them.
Wonderful.
In our school, we have made that rule ki even the teachers and myself are available 24/7 for parents.
Wow.
So anytime I am approachable to the parents, they can call me anytime, they can WhatsApp me anytime, and we can answer them. Because that is the connection, that is the bridge between a child and the parent. If you are a bridge between a child and parent, nobody can stop a child's growth.
True, ma'am. And I was about to come to that only. I mean, about your role, about a teacher's role.
Yeah.
This pandemic has, taught us so many things. I mean, we are, all learning from home. So what are the new responsibilities that have been added to your role, your traditional role? Which are the ones that you like, and which are the ones that you somewhat think, you need to work on a little more?
Yeah. See what happens during pandemic. We have lots of helping hands in school. So it happens sometimes if I am not there, so somebody else is doing my work.
Yeah.
But as now I have to do all the work, all the stuff on myself. So I have the much more things to do, right? Because all the responsibilities are on me. What actions I'm going to take, whatever, every step I have to inform to the parents. Every steps I have to be there with the teachers.
Yeah.
Because if it happens ki sometimes there is a network glitch and something like that, and teachers are calling me ki ma'am, we are unable to log in and we can't take the classrooms, then we have to immediately inform to the parents. So all these things have been increased for the teachers.
Yeah.
We can say when the teachers, when they are coming physically to the school, they are working for 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
But now teachers are working 24/7 because they have to, after the classes, they have to prepare next day syllabus, they have to prepare projects, they have to prepare worksheets,
Yeah.
and they have to upload them on the ERPs, and everything is going on. So their work has definitely increased nowadays.
So wonderful. So the adoption, technological adoption from the teacher's perspective, I mean, they come from a really traditional, training for initially in their careers. So was there any hiccup? Was there any particular problem that
No,
persisted? Yeah.
we as a crayon school, we didn't face that thing because as I told you, ki we are already into process of
Yeah.
digitalizing
You
everything.
did. Yeah.
Right? So our teachers have already got the training
Yeah.
in the process of preparation of the content, online content. So for us, it was a little bit easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sometimes happen only due to the network issue. If they are facing something, that is a different thing.
Correct.
But I don't think other than this, we have faced anything.
Okay, ma'am. So before I take the last question, just another question, ma'am. Like, would you say the preschoolers would find it more easier to adapt to technology than to those students who have already gone through, the physical classrooms and this is something new for them. So would you say like preschoolers are at the perfect age for the digitalization of education?
Yeah, I think so because now nowadays we can see childs are very, very intelligent. They are very proactive.
True.
At this age we sometimes hesitate to
Yeah.
use internet or to surf anything in the mobile, but you can ask a child of 2.5 years, he knows everything about a laptop.
Yeah.
He knows everything about a tab or a mobile. So I think children have taken it very positively.
Yeah.
In our school also we have seen many impact of this. Children are taking it very positively. They are very happy to use this kind of thing. And from the very first day when we started the online classes, they are very happy. Okay, they are only happy because they can see their friends, their teachers on the screen. And as I told you, don't have only the academic session. Just have some fun time, some activity session,
Yeah.
some physical activity session for them, so that they can enjoy the class and they will definitely take it up.
Wonderful. Wonderful, ma'am. So, ma'am, my last question to you, what would you say to a little girl, or let's say a boy who wants to be, the next Mashumi Sinha, or a person like you? What would you say to them?
I will not suggest them to become Mosmi Sinha. They should follow their own dreams. Everybody has a dream, and we all should have a daydreamer. We should always be I am always be a daydreamer, and still now I am dreaming about everything in the afternoon, in the evening when I am sitting alone, and I am dreaming. Okay, what next level I can take to my school too.
Yeah.
Right. So they should be daydreamer. They should be truthful to yourself. First thing is truthful and love yourself. If you
Wonderful.
are a person who loves himself,
Yeah.
then there is nothing that can stop you.
Wonderful. Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful message at the end for all of us. And thank you, ma'am, for joining us, for coming
Thank you
here
very
to
much.
talk to
It's
our
my
viewers.
pleasure.
And thank you all for joining us. And I'll join you for the next episode of Education Plus. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you very much.